Welcome to a brand new episode of the Malaga Insiders. I don't know what Tony's doing on the background of that noise, but welcome. A new week, new episode. Tony, what are you doing?
No, I was just setting up the website, just with the results and stuff.
Okay. It was a good week, I guess. Again, back to
Yeah,
winning. How's
yeah,
that?
it was nice because after losing that game in Mirandes with the way we did, it's important to come back the way we did as well. So that gives us much new hope.
Yeah. I was a bit scared on forehand, and I think when the match started, we will get into that as well. I was even more scared. Um, but at the end, we had a happy ending, and that's the most important thing. How's your week? Sun is back a bit. Rain has stopped.
Yeah, the sun is out, so that's been nice after all those rain for the couple of last weeks. So it's been nice and warm. So sitting outside a little bit and going out to some stuff. So it's very nice now.
Is the balcony of Europe still standing, or did
Yeah,
you
it's
get
still
inside?
standing. Everything is still standing. There was some rain damage on the beaches and stuff, but nothing too bad that I know of.
And still a lot of foreigners on the balcony, right?
Yeah, yeah, that always the whole year through.
Every day.
Every day, Nerga's not busy nearly every day.
Well, let's dive into Malaga. Um, we played against Cultural Leonesa last Sunday at 9 or 8:30. I don't remember.
9.
9. Don't like those Sunday matches because it doesn't really work out well with work the day after. But then we always go because that's what we do. Um, a few changes in Malaga. Joaquin started. There was one big change after the week before in Mirandes, and the other, well, the biggest probably difference was that we had no Einar because he had a little injury after the match in Mirandes, and we started with Montero. Einar was on the bench though.
Yeah, important to play with Montero as well to give him some minutes. He's not been playing too much on the Funes. Before that, he played quite a lot when he was fit with Pellicer.
Yeah.
But then after Funes came in and he was injured or suspended, I don't remember exactly, and he just didn't get back into the team really since now. So it's good for him to see him play. To be honest.
It was a bit of a strange start, maybe, because yeah, it was the better who had the start of the match, Tony.
Um, I think at the start it was a little bit more. I think Malaga never really lost control of the game because we have it in possession wise, but even though like Cultura they only had like 3 shots on target throughout the whole game, and 3 shots in total. There was constantly this sense of danger though when
Yeah,
they came, and
yeah.
it was not a lot, only 3 shots, but it felt way
It
more
felt like more.
dangerous compared to like other teams who had a lot more shots that came to La Rosaleda.
I do agree with that. Murillo back in the team. That's also another change. So no Recio this week. I think Murillo and Montero. I don't know if they had it under control, but there were moments where La Cultural Leonesa became very dangerous.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
with Montero, it's a little bit. He when he has the ball, it's a little bit more nervous. I don't know if it's that's because of his recent lack of games. 'Cause I do
yeah,
remember it like I don't know exactly what minute it was, but it was with the 1-1 already. Montero had like a few back passes, and not a lot, not the whole stadium, but like a couple of people were whistling a little bit at that because he kept just playing back instead of forward, and maybe that is a little bit where the the like unsettled feeling came from.
also, I think Malaga didn't create much in that first half. It wasn't the Malaga I've used I was used to see, and maybe it comes after the loss against Mirandés that they were. I don't know. Malaga wasn't Malaga. Malaga wasn't Malaga. Malaga wasn't the Malaga we know since
Yeah,
football.
yeah, it
So
was a little bit on the weaker side.
and of course La Ley del Ex, the law of the ex-player happened again because it was nobody else than Ivan Calero in the 40th minute who gave Cultural the lead. You have an
Yeah,
opinion about the goal? Was it a good goal? Mistake from
I
Malaga?
think I think it was maybe Alfonso Herrera could have been a little bit better there. Nothing to say against, of course, against Alfonso, who saved us many times. That was maybe a little bit because his shot came a little bit out of the box, a little bit surprisingly. So I think he got it by surprise, and
Mm.
I think he should have got it, and he should be able to save that.
What didn't maybe come really much out of nothing was the way Cultural's keeper started the match
Yeah,
because he didn't seem like he wanted to participate much, or he
no,
wanted
it
to page a bit
from the
more.
start already. From the
Yeah,
start, when it was still 0-0, already wasting time. It's
yeah.
it's it's unbelievable. It's really it's no purpose at that point of wasting time because nothing was happening yet. It was still 0-0 and he already started. So I think after 10 minutes he was already taking 20, 30 seconds per goal kick.
Yeah, and I can understand because there's a lot of at stake for them. And I think when Malaga is ahead and there are a few minutes left, or Malaga is ahead, and I think these days, and how much we hate it, it is a part of football.
Mhm.
But I think you have time wasting, and you have next level time wasting because I've never seen what the Cultural keeper did. Um, and you will say, yeah, maybe when you didn't see the match, you will say, well, but time wasting, it couldn't be so bad. Well, of the 90 minutes football, the Cultural goalkeeper spent it 10 minutes throughout the whole match, 10 of the 90 minutes in his kicks. So
Yeah, it's unbelievable. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I remember at one point everyone around me was starting to like count up like one,
Yeah.
uno, dos, tres, because he was taking so long every time. And 10
The
minutes,
problem
it seems even short.
the problem is, and I think that's where the FIFA should step in. I've said it before, is that this whole time wasting thing might be strategic a strategy or something else, but I think it doesn't help football. It doesn't make it more prettier. It doesn't make it more interesting. It only brings, I don't know, irritation or dislike for the fans. And I think football should be for the fans. Um, and what the ref did was giving the goalkeeper a yellow card. But, and there's the but, once you give a yellow card, you give him like like a free brief to continue because you're never going to give him the yellow card, is it?
No, you're never
So
gonna give a red card to a goalkeeper for wasting time. I can't remember any game that happened that I have seen.
I think it's a problem. I think because it's the FIFA who make the rules, I think they should interfere and make up another rule or let them give in the next because they always make these changes in World Cups. Let them give red cards for time wasting.
Yeah,
Let them give two yellows
you just need to set a couple of examples, and after the rest will follow.
because I think the base should be football and trying to win with football and not time wasting from the start.
Yeah.
And I think it's not the goalkeeper who makes the decision to time waste throughout the whole match. I think that comes from the bench. So yeah, we went to halftime with one being 1-0 behind. Were you confident?
Mm, yes.
Yes.
I will live. I say I don't believe that we could come back.
I
I
I
think it
also
was going to be thought difficult, but I did believe in a comeback. Yes.
I was also pretty confident. But after 55 minutes, 58 minutes, I totally lost my confidence. And I thought to myself, we are going to lose this because you're 1-0 behind. Maybe a draw, but wouldn't I didn't see us winning anymore.
No, we did start well with Chupa had like a header, I think, quite at the
Mhm.
start at the second half, so that we did get a little bit more initiative with that, like attacking wise. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was not looking great how further the game went to the end.
Malaga took some shots outside of the box, which is something you don't see a lot in Malaga, so that's a good sign. The only problem with that is most of them went far wide,
Yeah,
and that also doesn't help a lot for the confidence. Um, but then there is this boy. He has a tattoo of Malaga Club de Football, David La Rubia, from El Barrio de la Luz de Malaga, who put it all equal again.
yeah, great pass from a Chupe before the
Yeah.
assist, leaving it right open there, and yeah, good tap in. You need to score them as well.
You need to score them as well. Then Malaga went for the second. Cultura also got some chances. And then there was this crazy moment where I thought, and it happened in front of me, that Cultura had scored and it was a legal goal.
Yeah,
And I think Malaga got away very lucky there because it was a
yeah,
goal. I don't know, it was in the 80th minute or something like that.
yeah. It was quite late in the game. I thought it was goal.
Yeah.
I didn't understand really what was happening because from my view in the stadium, it was I didn't really know what happened, but it got ruled out. So, but when I
Yeah.
came home and
And
I
so
saw
was
the
that.
images, when I got home, I saw the images like, oof,
Yeah. Was it a foul on
no,
Dotor?
no.
It was just I
I
don't know
think
if
if that's a
Malaga.
foul, it's the same as last week how we
Yeah.
got the penalty again against because that's also a little bit pulling it. It just I don't know. I don't think it's a foul. I think if that's a foul, they need to disallow so many more goals and give so many more penalties.
It didn't look great. It was too much passing going on in our own box, and then a player from Cultural, yeah, stole the ball from Dotor and put it back in the net, and then it didn't go to the how do you call it
The VAR.
board.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I
No,
think
it's
we got away very lucky there.
yeah, like how last week we got it against, this week we got it in favor, and that's why sometimes we talk about
Yeah,
sometimes have a conspiracy against teams. I just think at the end of the season, like the teams who are a little bit more low have it more against them in against them, and the teams on the top have a little bit more in favor or more
I
equalized.
I don't think so. What I think is that the level of refereeing in Segunda División is just horrible. It's bad in general, but in Segunda it's worse because, of course, all the best refs are in
Yeah,
Primera, and I think the VAR system in Spain doesn't work at all.
no, it's still so many mistakes, so many wasting of time, like getting rid of our emotions after the goal where we need to wait, we need to see what was happening. Like it's yeah, it's not great because no one, even the people behind the VAR, are just not have not good enough quality to do their work properly.
No. But I think it's the same with last week. Once there is contact, It can be very little. There was some contact, but there was contact, and then it's up to the ref if
Yeah.
VR won't interfere. And then something magical happened after that, because after 92 minutes, well, we first have to say that 7 minutes had been added on. So from all the time wasting, it wasn't only the Malaga or the goalkeeper from Cultural time wasting. It, of course, the players as well. With the subs, there was this sub who,
The VAR,
yeah, who got
all
subbed,
of
and
it.
then
No, I thought it was not. I thought it was quite little, to be honest. I thought he could easily give an 8 or 9 because a lot happened.
yeah, and only 10 minutes lost
Yeah.
on the goalkeeper. But in the 92nd minute of the match, it was David La Rubia. Who did it, David La Rubia? 1 week you don't see him, the other week he is pure magic. He got the ball. Was it on 3/3 of the pitch?
Yeah.
And then, well, I don't know. He starts to dribble between 4 or 5 Cultural players and takes a shot in the left corner. And Malaga takes the win.
Yeah. So yeah, it's La Rubia. He has so much good talent, and it's insane how he can. Now he's finally as well doing the goal scoring numbers, and he's just so magical. It's nothing else to describe it. Like a guy from Malaga, and he could have gone to other teams for more money, but always stayed as long now, and now finally he's also having all those scoring numbers and carried the team on his back.
I'm not going to lie. For me, because it happened on the other side of the pitch where I'm sitting, this goal really came out of nothing. Although Malaga created some chances, Malaga got more dangerous, but this goal was, it suddenly happened. It was there.
Yeah, La Rubia creates it out of nothing. Grabs
Yeah.
the ball, pass it forward, gets it back, does his little movement, gets into the box, and just curls it into the top bin. And it was beautiful. I was right. It happened right in front of me where I sit. Yeah, that was great to experience.
But then also in the second half, I saw Murillo doing something where the ball comes high in our in I think it's just outside our box, and he controls the ball and he takes it in a way where I think, wow, for such a young player to cut the ball away from the Cultural player, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't really see that because I was quite far from that box, but I do believe that Maria can do that. He's enough quality.
Yeah. We saw Juanpe coming on for Dani Lorenzo, who has an injury. That's really bad news.
Yeah,
But on the other side, I've heard these, but it's a rumor. So I'm not going to. This is a rumor, but people say, or somebody said, that he will be out for a month and a half.
I have not heard anything. Let's
Okay.
hope not. That would be very bad news.
So let's hope not. But Juanpe came in. What did you think of the combination between Juanpe and Doutor?
I don't think it's too bad. Juanpe like has a little bit driven forward. He's got like this good long balls that he can do and has pretty decent vision. And Dotor is just so hard working everywhere on the pitch that you don't really see him do all that stuff. But he puts in a lot of hard work, and I think with Juanpe it works quite well.
Yeah. If you have to give, let's say, Montero, if you have to grade him, what
Uh,
grade would you give him from 1 to 10?
1 to 10, probably like a 7. To be honest,
So
maybe 6.5, 6.5, 7, somewhere between that.
it's not very high.
No, but it's also not too low. 7. Back in high school, if I would get like a 6.5, 7 on my test, I would be well happy. So
I would be happy when I got a 5.5 because an half a game
Yeah.
off the pass. No, but without joking, I would give him I think the same, and I don't think he played bad. I think
No.
he's just without rhythm,
Yeah,
and
he had no.
it's not that he was brought in the last weeks to
No.
make some minutes. So I think for not playing such a long time, I think he did really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because definitely since he was playing, the team has completely made a switch to way more offensive football, way more playing from the back. That was us from Pellicer. So I
yeah,
do think it's not easy to come in. As I said, I think it's for centre back always so difficult to come in and build the whole team up from there. So I think he did a very good job, and he just needs to get more minutes to get more comfortable. So hopefully we can see more on the pitch.
the stats of the match surprised me a bit because the possession for Malaga was 64% against 36 for Cultural. That maybe doesn't surprise me that much because we controlled the ball a lot. But then the
Yeah.
shot surprised me. 18 shots against 3 of Cultural.
Yeah. It's what we discussed before. It felt like they had more chances because they felt quite dangerous. But if you look here on paper, the stats is only three. But all
Yeah,
three of them on goal as well. So that's probably why we had more that threat in that sense, because every chance they had was a shot on goal. But yeah, Malaga really did have some in his shot numbers. Another statistic that I really liked as well compared to last week is that Malaga now won 57 duels compared to like the 38 of last week.
that's nice.
Yeah, so 61 of all the percent of all the duels in the game were won by Malaga, and Cultural only at 36.
Hmm, that's it.
And that's last week where we lost on. Last week we lost. We only won 38 duels and we lost 47.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Then we have to look forward. Of course, we always have to look forward, but not before. And I'm trying to find them. The results of the past week. But I have had a bit of a crazy week, so I didn't have time to prepare anything. Let me check
You want to look
again.
for Real Sociedad B? B?
No, I'm checking all the results of Segunda. Here I've got them. Leganes won 1-0 against Granada. Andorra lost against Real Sociedad B.
Yeah.
So Las Palmas drew 0-0 against Burgos. Real Zaragoza drew 1-1 against Eibar. Real Valladolid, in a crazy match, lost at home 4-0 against Castellon. And there was this goal from Castellon which scared me.
I haven't seen the highlights yet, but
Well, there is
Castellon is in an insane run of form right now, and at the moment they look as one of the most dangerous team in whole Segunda.
the ball comes, he puts it dead on the ground and shoots it from outside the box, curls it. It's an amazing goal. Deportivo La Coruña won 2-1 against Albacete. Cádiz lost against Almeria, which is important for Malaga, of course. And there was Sporting versus Huesca, where Real Sporting won, and Malaga won, of course, 2-1. And Racing Santander won against Mirandes at home. And Ceuta against Cordoba was postponed due to weather. Well, and now comes the important thing because where does that leave us? Racing is still first with 47 points. Castellon has 45 points in second. Third on the table with 43 points is Deportivo La Coruña, followed by Almeria with 42 points, and then Malaga with 41 points. So we are well, 4 points away from direct promotion, but we're still fifth in playoff stats, and Las Palmas is following us with 40 points. Burgos just sits outside of promotion of playoff places with 39 points. So it's 2 points difference between us in playoffs and being outside of playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe what is also it can also be interesting is the bottom of the table. Mirandes 20 points. Real Zaragoza with 23 points. Cultural with 25 and Huesca with 27. And Real Valladolid is just above relegation places on the 18th position with 28 points. I think because there's 14 points difference between us and and Huesca.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's a
really good
crazy.
how gap we got there in the last. Yeah, since Funes got there, we were down there, and we've got now this massive gap where it's nearly. We can nearly already say virtual. We're safe, because I don't think we're gonna lose as many games anymore to not stay safe.
It's a crazy season because Mirandes is a team which I didn't expect to be last on the table. Real Zaragoza,
No, me neither.
maybe Cultural Leonesa doesn't surprise me, but Huesca 19th,
Yeah,
Real Valladolid 18th, and then Granada 15th. I mean, what the hell?
yeah, it's
Leganés, Eibar, Cadiz 11th. I don't know what to think of this anymore because I expected more from the teams because there's some strong teams coming down from Primera last season. So
yeah,
that
it's
surprised
very
me a little.
surprising.
So yeah, we can be happy, but I still think the most important thing is getting to the 50 points. It's really not. Other results. Atlético Malagueño gains another point against Almería B. In a away match against Almería B.
Yeah,
They
own goal of Almeria B.
yeah.
Malagueño got
So
up in front
Almería
1-0.
twice.
Sorry?
Yeah, Almería B scored twice, but it ended up in a draw. Did you see the goal?
No.
I did. It was a cross in, a pretty hard cross, and the player of Almería, well, with a sliding, puts it in its own net while he was trying to defend it. But Malaga Femenino didn't play. Their match got postponed due to the nice weather in the Costa del Sol.
Yeah,
And
they will
place
play
was
the 1st of March.
okay. Then the news. Do we have news? We have a little bit of news.
We have a little bit of news, yeah? We got
News.
Irish boy, Ochoa. He signed his contract to 2029. Yeah, and that is fantastic news to have him stay into 2029. He came as well on halftime last game against Cultural, and the performances he's been having over the last couple of weeks are very good. And he's definitely one of the most highest talented player from that next generation.
Well, that's what they said um, in the what Einar said in the interview, right?
Yeah,
That he's the player that the whole team is shocked by the talent Aaron Ochoa has, and that they think he's the biggest talent of the first team, which
yeah,
makes sense
he's
because the boy is now 18 years old. Played his first match for Malaga with the age of 16, And since he made his debut with the first team, he never left the first team.
No.
Always stayed with the first team, which means that he skipped being a player for Juvenil and that he skipped Atletico Malagueño.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane to see this kid do so many great things on the pitch. It's fantastic, and now to see that he's gonna stay with us for another few years. It's great.
And I think, I mean, he has, of course, he has talent. He has a lot of talent. And I think what you see throughout the years is that talent isn't his problem. That the problem he has is the strength still.
Yeah, but he's a fighting player as well. You know, even though
Yeah,
his stature is a little bit like he's not the biggest guy, but he's always there
no, but
ready.
a 16-year-old or
Yeah,
17-year-old isn't as strong as a 25-year-old
no,
or 30-year-old.
no,
So it's
no.
also something he can't do much about it. Um, and it's something that I've seen that throughout this season, more now, that it's growing a lot. So to be
Yeah,
able to have made minutes without having the strength of a 25-year-old says a lot about your talent.
yeah. And before Funes, he didn't even play a single minute. I think this season
He
on the
played some
PSL.
minutes, yeah, at the start, I believe, but it wasn't
Yeah,
great.
but it wasn't great. He kind of fell off. It was kind of like see what we're gonna do with him. But since Funes brought him like a couple of substitutes in, and now he's like a guaranteed subs for the
But
last
who
3 4
did
games.
who did play great in the last months with PSG?
No, not
So
really
the,
anyone.
the situation affected on everybody,
Yeah,
and it affects you more when you are 18 or 17 than when you're 25 or 26 and you've been a bit longer in football.
yeah, 100%.
So I can understand it, and I think if he renewed his contract till 29. I think that's good for Malaga, but also very nice for all our Irish listeners, um,
Yeah,
because that we are keeping him, and maybe I don't know, maybe he will play for Malaga in Primera División. Let's hope, or maybe we can sell him because at the end of the you have to sell him at one point. But I hope Malaga can make a lot of money out of him.
yeah,
Because that's
definitely.
always the end goal, isn't it? How much we like players, how much we want them to stay, the end goal is always make money, and that's
Yeah,
something.
and that's
Malaga-
normal as well. As long as we don't undersell what we've been doing for so long. Well, it's such a shame that we've been underselling most of our best players for very cheap.
And for all our Irish listeners, he played for Ireland under 16, 17, and he's now playing for Ireland under 19, where he played 10 matches and scored one goal. And of course, he scored last week.
Yeah, his first goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good to have him longer with us.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy
Yeah,
with the signing. I'm very happy with the work Lauren is doing because a lot of important players have renewed their contracts already. David Larrubia, Puga, now Aaron Ochoa. So
definitely worth that we didn't sign anyone in winter to be able to give more contracts renewals
and
to
now
different
it's
players.
important to keep
Yeah,
having players, old former or players of the actual team, like have more players sign a new contract with better conditions for a longer period, like Dani Lorenzo. Who else?
uh,
Murillo.
I don't know if Marie. I think Maria recently signed to 28 now.
Oh yeah. Ethan.
Isan re-signed. I think most of them already re-signed, but let me see. I had the statistics up before.
But I also would like to see a guy like Einar stay next season because he's going through a really good season, or through a really good moment. For example,
Yeah,
those only have to be the youngsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can't
Doutor,
find the thing what I looked for before.
Doutor, the way he's playing, I would love to keep him.
Would be
Juanpe, the
great.
way he's playing, I would love to keep him. And you get Ramon back, but where do you play Ramon with Doutor
Yeah.
being so good and Juanpe being so good? And that doesn't mean, I mean, you have to let someone go, but who will that be?
Yeah, but for now, it would be luxury position to be in there with all the players available again after all these injuries. So
Yeah. I have another bit of news. The AI machine of B Soccer did his work and made a prediction where everybody would end at the end of the season.
I
And
saw it. I saw it. So I already know. So don't let me guess.
so let me, for the people who don't know B Soccer, it's a company from Malaga who are very important in the world of football with statistics. They are, well, there are journalists. They have journalists. They're also a big media company, but their main focus is statistics
Yeah.
on players, on matches. They created software which professional football teams, analysts use. That's we soccer, basically.
Yeah.
And their AI system said that Racing Santander will win the league with a 73% chance. Castellon will end up second. So according to the B Soccer AI, they have a 40% chance that they will go up next season. Third will be Almeria with 38%. And then we have Deportivo La Coruña with 29%. On the fifth position is Las Palmas with 7%. And on the sixth position, closing the playoffs, that's what should interest us, is Malaga with a 3% chance.
Yeah, we hold on to that 3%.
Yeah.
It's more than like it was a couple of months ago. I remember Bisocco also, or maybe another company did one when Malaga before Funes. It was maybe his Funes first game or right before, and it was only 1% of
Yeah.
chance that Malaga would do something.
And now comes the fun thing. We would end the season with 68 points, which means that we would have to do 23 more points. No, 64 points. So we would have to score, we have to get what's left of the 51 points, we would have to get 23.
Yeah,
It's quite a lot of points.
8 wins
Because,
so.
and if this would be the case, you know who we would play in playoffs?
Number 3.
Almeria.
Yeah, home and then away. Yeah, that would
So
be very beautiful to do the playoffs again after we first got relegated.
I don't know if I
No,
could survive that playoff.
no, no. That was it was already stress enough back to Segunda from Primera Ref. But from Segunda to Primera, it's a
I
whole
find it now.
another level of stress.
I find it even more stressing now, being in playoff pitches places than being outside of it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because then you realize it may actually be possible, that we will fight through the playoffs. As before, it's kind of like a far dream. At least that's
So
how I feel it a little bit.
do we have another bit of news? Yes, of course we have one more bit of news, and I think this might be very important because Juventud Torremolinos joins the Macro Pact, the club out of Torremolinos playing in Primera Ref. joins the Marco Pact, what is a collaboration of Malaga with most football clubs from the province to ensure good young player development and a good base structure for all teams of the province. With, of course, with the one and only goal to have the best players from the province in the Malaga Academy to become Malaga players.
Yeah, and with that also to benefit all the other smaller clubs. I think Torremolinos was one of the last clubs to who should still have joined. I think most other clubs are there, with the exception for maybe one or two. But I think most teams have signed the pact, the macro pact. So that's great. I think that's initiative the club took that is very very good and very important, especially now when the academy finished and built. It's a really nice spot.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I can also understand from Juventud Torremolinos that maybe as they are hitting the professional football mark, also I can understand if they wouldn't have joined it. You know what I mean? Because end
Yeah,
of the day, they also want to keep growing and become better.
yeah, that's probably why one of the last ones to join as well.
Yeah, and I think it's good. It's good to see them to join as well. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can send players on loan deal to El Pozuelo. Maybe there's agreement on that as well. I mean, it doesn't only have to work one way, right?
No, exactly,
If you have a
exactly,
player,
and but also for maybe players who do fail, we're not good enough for the
yeah,
first team, but we can still look for a place for them that they could still play. You know, it does not, you know, maybe you're not good enough for Malaga now, but maybe in the future you could be. So if we send the best talents that don't make just good enough yet, but they could play in a good level, maybe in the academy of Torremolinos or Marbella or Antequera. I don't know if Marbella is one of the teams that's still there, but Antequera definitely is. So it could work definitely both ways.
yeah. Then we're going to look ahead of next Monday because another Monday match.
Yeah.
I'm starting. I don't like the Monday matches, and I don't like the 9 o'clock Sunday matches.
No. No, no, Monday is probably the worst. I do like the Friday night, to be honest. If it's not a weekday, a weekend, then I rather have a Friday, but Mondays it's horrible. It's
Yeah.
probably the worst day.
It's horrible to go to La Rosaleda when
Yeah.
when we play away. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, we are traveling to
Anoeta.
Anoeta.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's been a lot of change since one of the proper last times we played there. I don't know if we played in Anoeta when Real Sociedad B was last time in Segunda, when they relegated before. But if not, it definitely has been a while since before the Athletic round. I remember back in the day they used to have a track pitch around the stadium. And
I
now they
mean
turn it into a beautiful stadium, to be honest.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most beautiful stadiums of Spain, if you ask me. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
we've been to
it's really
Anoeta.
nice.
For the people who haven't, I'm looking for a good picture, but I think this is not.
I've got a good picture. I can send you on WhatsApp.
Wait, here I have it here already.
Yeah. With the blue
This
as
is where
well.
Malaga will play next weekend. Do you
And
think
their
there will be a
stadium.
lot of? Do you think there will be a lot of fans of?
Mm, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really followed them, so I don't know if they've got like traction to the games. Because normally they play in like the little stadium, I think.
Nope.
But for now, I don't think so. But maybe Malaga will attract some fans though. So maybe some people come.
Malaga might, although it's a bad day again.
Yeah,
It's stressful.
You put this on a Saturday, and a lot of people would go. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's horrible day to travel to the Basque country, but then
Yeah.
on the other side, it's Malaga, isn't it?
Enough people go take the bus and do that. Drive back in the night as well. Drive the whole day. Drive back at night. Take off of work, and then the next day, the Tuesday, go back and work at like 8, 9 o'clock.
With Malaga, you never know,
Yeah.
uh, and that's a bit the thing. What do you know about them?
Not too much to be honest.
They have a small, a young team. Let's first dive into Malaga. What do you think Malaga should do? What because it's a young team, the youngest team of the league.
I think we should just. I would just play, to be honest, the same formation as against Cultural. I would not play with two strikers. I would keep Joaquin. I did like him, so I would not change maybe too much.
No,
No, Einar, if he fit, could play again. But if not, Javi
I have an
Montero.
update on Einar. Einar won't be playing because he received his fifth yellow card of the. He has his fifth yellow card. He received that during the halftime in the match against Cultural Leonesa. So he will miss the next match.
Okay, now then keep it same as last week. To be honest, same as Cultural.
Yeah, Montero.
Yeah, Montero and Murillo, Alfonso Rafita and Puga, and then Isan being playing so well as well. We also forget Isan is also only like 18, 19 years old. What he does on the midfield on a weekly basis is phenomenal as well. Don't think he will take the tour out, but probably Juanpe or maybe even Ochoa will start
Yeah,
on
that's the
Danny.
question because you miss Danny Lorenzo. Who are you playing
Yeah,
for? What would you do? You it's not or. You have to choose Aaron Ochoa or bring Juanpe.
I would play Ochoa.
Yeah,
He came in as well last game against Cultural at halftime, and he had played really well for the 45 minutes and definitely noticed his impact because he definitely started playing better in the second half. So I would 100% pick Aaron over Juan Pena.
yeah,
So Juan is a little bit of it with his fitness still, yeah. And I think Ochoa has been playing so much the last 2 weeks that over the last games that he definitely deserves to start.
yeah, yeah. I do agree with you. I think. In the meantime, I'm searching, of course, because as I said, I didn't have time whatsoever. Um, Still adding them.
Real Sociedad has one striker who's already on 10 goals as well.
Really?
Gorka Carrera, 10 goals and 3 assists.
Do we know the average? The average age?
The average age? No. No, I don't know the average age. I can quickly have a look. It's probably around 20, 20 something. You see a lot of 18, a lot of 20, 21, a couple of 22, 23.
The thing that worries me is that the good work Loren Juarros, because he's the man who has built the whole. Well, who is probably the guilty person that Real Sociedad is doing so well as a club is Loren Juarros. That we are playing against his success.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there when, with the Griezmann and everyone after us, they were kind of like the team in Champions League. After we got like banned, they kind of took our spot that next season. And yeah, they were, he did
and and
something really
and
good.
that's the interesting thing because the way he he built the club with the youth and everything. built it up from the youth because were also in a not so good situation, and basically made it to the club what it is now.
Yeah, if they were Segunda, Real Sociedad when he arrived there, and then got them all the way to Champions League. Made so much money on Iaramendi, on Griezmann, on all those players who were there at that time.
But we are playing against the B team, and I'm sorry, but I don't know any of their players. Um, what I do know is that Dadi won't play because he's on his fifth yellow card, and he's not able to play. Um, I don't know if if he is the striker with all the goals.
No,
No.
no, he's got 0 goals, 0 assists. But he's a right back.
Okay. Oh, here it says here that he's a striker. And they will miss Iñaki Ruperes and I Calderon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a B team.
Yeah, it's kind of always a question mark, because some of the time they have really good players, but then they get picked up to play with the first team. And I think those B teams should not play in a Segunda Division, if you want my honest opinion about it. I think Primera Ref is fine, but I think Segunda should not have a B team.
I do agree with you. I mean, they are young. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
There's not like really 22, 23, 18, 20. Let's find the oldest player. The oldest player is 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all there is to say about them. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy we only have one B team in the league.
Before it used to be Madrid, Barcelona, Athletic, Club,
Yeah.
B team.
What is interesting is that the player with most cards is Mikel Rodriguez, and he has 10 cards already this season. The player with most minutes is Aitor Fraga. He has made 1,800 minutes so far. And watch out for Goro Sabel because he will give the assists because he's the one with most assists. He has 5. And the one you mentioned, Gorka Carrera, has 10 goals already this season.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a dangerous man.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
I would like to see the combination on the midfield for Malaga for Juan Day and Juan Day. Wow.
Long, we haven't heard in a long
Juan
time.
Day,
It's like a ghost.
Juanpe and Dotor. That would be my.
Juan Pen, Doctor?
Yeah, I want to see because I liked it pretty much last
Yeah.
season.
No,
But I
that's
also
fair
want to
play.
see Aaron Ochoa, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's good that we got both good options, and not have no options. So
Do
we
you
rather
think we will
plays.
start with 2 strikers again with Nino and
Mm,
Chupe?
no, I don't think so. I don't. I don't think so. And I would either see that he would bench Chup and play Nino. I think that will happen before and then play 2. To be honest, I don't think they will play 2.
What I also think is that Joaquin brings a lot of danger,
Yeah.
but he isn't decisive yet.
Is what Rubia was missing as well at the start of the season,
Yeah,
but now finally found. Because if Joaquin, if he just gets up a little bit more his goals and a little bit more his assists, because he only got one assist this season. So
if he just is more lucky, I think that's the thing. He hasn't
yeah,
found his luck yet, and sometimes you need a bit of luck to get it going,
yeah,
to have to make it happen, to start the
because he's
assists
so
and the
much
goals.
danger always on the wing. He's so quick as well, and he's so like dribblings, not the same as La Rubia, but kind of similar. Like they just have to drive forward and get the ball in the box, and then he just misses a little bit the calm, a little bit maybe the technique or the quality to put out also those numbers in
But last
that
week
he
at
deserves.
Huesca, last season at Huesca,
Yeah,
he scored 7 goals.
yeah,
So it's just that
yeah.
bit of luck that he's missing.
It's a little bit of luck. It's a little bit of yeah, but he's not playing bad, so
No, that's not.
it's a little bit of unluck. I think maybe if he scores one or two, and then it can go like La Rubia now. La Rubia wasn't scoring anything, and now it's also going on like a band that keeps. I don't know how you say it in English now. Yeah,
Well, usually we always end the podcast with a cultural bit, but today I'm going to do it a bit different. Since a year, I started having trouble with a neighbor without any reason. I don't know why. Um, they started to provoke me. They started to provoke my wife. They started to provoke other neighbors. I've been ignoring that for a year now. That's not always easy, um, because I don't mind if you call me fat, because I know I have some extra kilos. I don't care when you call me anything, um, because words might hurt some people, but in my case, it doesn't really hurt. It doesn't make me. It doesn't do anything when you give me a middle finger or other gestures, or when you look angry or do other things trying to provoke me throughout the year. Um, it's not nice, but throughout the year, I have been avoiding it. And what I did was um, try to, and it worked for me, ignore it. I went to do my own thing, never gave a reply, never gave a not nice gesture, never did a middle finger, never replied. I've ignored it until last Friday, when my 21-year-old neighbor got hit twice by this these neighbors who are trying to terrorize some people where I live. Got hit. I separated them, and then I received 5 kicks from the wife of that family. Um, and that's where I have to draw a line for me and my family, because your home is your safe place. And once you don't feel safe in your house anymore, that is horrible. And that's what happened last Friday. We made a report at the police department, um, but it's not easy for me. Um, it's not easy for my wife, and it's definitely not easy for my son, who heard a lot, and it affects us. It affects the family. We are afraid that something else will happen. We are afraid that our son will be witness of something he shouldn't be with the age of 6. Um, so it's a horrible situation. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what I have did wrong, and if I did anything, something wrong, then of course I would apologize. But when you are ignoring something for a year, and not responding to anything, I don't think you can blame me for anything of what happened last Friday. But what do I want to say with this story? Besides, maybe letting you guys know why I've been off, why this podcast wasn't prepared very well this week. But I think the most important lesson is that, um, Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to everyone. Maybe when you listen to this podcast, to this episode, invite your neighbor over for a beer. Because when you don't feel safe in your own house again, or you are starting to get afraid even to walk out your front door, it's something you really don't want to live or go through. In my case, I don't know what the solution is. I've been to court today because this thing goes really fast to court because it's Wednesday now and it happened on Friday. But it got suspended, and I don't think the outcome will change anything, and maybe will only make things worse. Um, but be nice for each other. Be nice for your neighbor. If your neighbor throws a party, I mean, let him throw a party. And when you throw a party, well, I don't know, throw a party, but always keep respect to your neighbors because this is a situation you don't want to live in, and I'm going through it right now where there has been aggression, and that's never the answer. Um, and that's it for this week. So I'm going to say, make love, not war. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
And this was the Malaga Insiders for this week. Next week, everything will be different, but just be nice for each other. That's the most
Yeah,
important thing I want to say today.
exactly. Be nice to everyone. Respect everyone else. And yeah.
And vamos Malaga, always.
Vamos Málaga.
Ciao.